Hey, this is Drew from Gamechurch. I'm here at the Runic Games booth at PAX West, and I'm joined by Patrick Blank, who is the game director of a new game called HOB. You also worked on Torchlight and Torchlight 2, right? And so I just got to play HOB. I know a lot of people have been talking about it. It was really, really cool. So give us a quick rundown. What is HOB? What makes it unique?
HOB is an action-adventure game where you play as somebody who is awoken to this mysterious world, and the world is broken. Everything is broken, everything is disheveled and in shambles, and it's your job to figure out how to fix things in the correct order they're supposed to be in and get everything back in the right configuration. It's based on the player gains abilities with their glove that gets new abilities for traversal and for combat. There's combat in the game. There's no text, no dialogue, no quest givers. It's heavily based on exploration, and it's up to the player to kind of proceed through, find a lot of environmental storytelling to give them hints as to what's going on in the game, and to push them forward and figure out what they need to solve.
Yeah, I noticed right off the bat that this game has a totally different feel to it than Torchlight or Torchlight 2. It's much more peaceful. Obviously, exploration's not necessarily the staple of, or it's not why you play Torchlight necessarily. So, what made you want to make maybe a more peaceful, more a game that focuses more on exploration and aesthetics?
Well, Torchlight, it's just action, and you're just plowing through the levels, looking for loot, killing monsters, and everybody here enjoys the games that reward you for exploring and allow you to go at your own pace and discover things as you play. In Torchlight, also, it was kind of one plane the whole time you're playing, and what we wanted to do, especially with level design, is add a lot of verticality. We wanted to do a lot of platforming, jumping, puzzle solving that ties into that, getting the player up on high areas, which also plays off of our world shifting mechanic really well, because sometimes you have to go underground to dungeons to fix machinery, to come back up top, to get things to go in the right configuration. So there's a wide array of verticality in the game that we play off of. And because it's a platformer and the player can run and jump, we also tie those abilities into their glove abilities, what help with traversal, like with our warp glove, our grapple glove, our punch glove, and those all tie into exploring to find the routes that you need to go.
If you had to narrow it down to one thing that you hope a player gains from their experience playing HOB, what would it be?
The satisfaction of, I'm not sure if I can make that jump, and I can, and I found a reward for it, or I'm not sure if there's something in this corner if I'm going to go spend my time exploring, and there is, or how the world kind of wraps around itself, where you see a point of interest in the distance, and then you kind of lose yourself as you go to it, and you realize you're there, and then as you continue to play, you realize that it wraps back around where you were, and it's also the way you need to go. It's very convenient and respectful of the player's time in just how we unlock the world. The more you play, the more you unlock, the more shortcuts you unlock, and the interconnectivity, which all goes to just continually rewarding the player for exploring.
One of the things I think that we talk about a lot in the world of video games is how much fun it is to explore and how much fun it is to explore digital spaces, unique game worlds. But at the same time, I think there's this movement in game design of telling players exactly what to do all the time. How do you design in such a way where you make that exploration something that the player really owns?
It's tricky, it's taken us a while. I'm not a fan of arrows on screen or lots of pop-ups, and we try to do it through subtle ways. We'll have wind particles going in a certain direction to try to catch your eye, or in the demo we showed where you played, we had a little bat rabbit creature that waits on a particular spot, and then when you get close, jumps up and goes in a certain direction. We like to use those subtle mechanics it's not intrusive to the players that are playing through. We're not hitting you over the head with things, but just little things that catch your eyes and will help lead you in the right direction.
Yeah, very cool. Well, one thing that I like to ask game designers is why do you make games? What makes you get up in the morning to do your job of making games and making game worlds?
The ability to be creative in this industry is the best part for me. And also, I'm surrounded by incredibly talented people who all are really good at what they're doing, and I like the challenge, because if you're not on your game, you have to be to stand up with the people that surround you, and hopefully you're encouraging the people around you and they're encouraging you. You're constantly being pushed to be better and to find new ways to be creative, and it's a continuous challenge, but it's really, really rewarding when it pays off.
Awesome. Well, HOB is beautiful. It's really has just a totally different feel than anything else I've played by Runic, so definitely excited to check it out, and thanks so much for your time, Patrick. This was great. That's it for us. Yeah, thanks.